What is going on? It's your boy J Jax. Chelsea 3, AC Milan 0. We have battered the champions of Serie A. The winners of the Scudetto have fallen drastically. They got beaten badly today. Chelsea looked like the team of old, calm, composed, dominant presence about us. We sent AC Milan back licking their wounds. We were outstanding. Graham Potter set up perfectly. Every department played their role today, and we obliterated an AC Milan team that I thought was going to give us far much more of a competition. They didn't even look recognisable. I thought this was going to be a tough game. This was going to be the game that was really going to define our Champions League to date of this season. And it was a walk in the park, a lovely stroll on a Wednesday evening in Stamford Bridge. Oh my God, was that really AC Milan? We were in the mud. We were bottom of the group. We haven't even got this Champions League campaign started this season. It's been woeful. We've lost to Dynamo Zagreb. We've drawn to Salzburg. Now we're coming to play AC Milan, the team of real stature, the team that are going to give us the most problems. We walked past them, absolutely cruise control this game. They were lively in the first 20 minutes or so, but then we just completely took control. We passed the ball so well. AC Milan really, really were poor. Probably their brightest spark was Rafael Leao. Well, what a player. We were linked to him all summer, as a few other teams were as well. When he gets going, my goodness. I've heard him described as a 6 foot plus Sadio Mane. And you can see there's glimpses of that. The power, the dribbling, the speed of this chap. Like, he will be a force to be reckoned with in the next few years, I reckon. But 3-0. This result is so important. We needed to win. This was a must-win game, and it was going to be the hardest must-win game of this group. But we made it look the easiest. We can start thinking about claiming top spot in this group, because I think we deserve it after this performance tonight. And if we can put in another result in the San Siro a week from now, again against Milan, then nothing will stop us. I think we'll play Salzburg and Zagreb with a whole new confidence, a whole new outlook, and that is big credit to Graham Potter. This was his first real Champions League game. Yes, he did coach the game against Salzburg, but it was so shortly after his appointment. To see the turnaround, it's been immense. And you can see there's something ticking. There's some harmony within this group. I thought I was keeping a close eye on Mason Mount today. He was doing so much talking, so much encouraging. Yes, he missed a few chances, but he was really, what he was doing to sort of boost morale and galvanise the team did not go unnoticed. I saw him having a little chat with Aubameyang and Sterling, and they were really trying to work out their tactics and how they were going to, lay their mark on this game. And I thought Mason Mount was unlucky not to score, but I felt like it was a much better performance from him because he's been a bit off it as of late. But you can see that these are the things that Graham Potter has implemented so far. He definitely takes a different approach to the game, and it's quite hard to dissect that after a few games and not being in the dressing room and knowing what's really going on. But from a supporter's perspective and seeing it, as a sofa supporter, you can see these little glimpses of where there's a bit more harmony. Everyone's working for each other a bit more. Nobody's panicking. And there's definitely something ticking, and that's a big credit to Graham Potter for sort of getting that new managerial spin and that new manager bounce off to a start finally. I mean, I'm going to start with a player who doesn't matter what manager he plays for, it doesn't matter what league he plays in, it doesn't probably matter where in the world he is, as long as there is a ball and he is in a centre-back position. His name is Thiago Silva. He's just immense. He gets us the first goal pretty much. He wins 3 corners. He's up there winning the ball every corner. They do not manage to deal with Thiago Silva's aerial presence, and eventually we get the goal. Fofana taps it in. I was happy to see him score. Very disappointed to see him come off with a knee injury, and it looks like a bad one. You could tell by the expression on his face. But that goal was all down to Thiago Silva's persistence, winning those aerial battles, the tackles he was winning. He won an emphatic tackle against Rafael Leao, who was just building momentum, and it looked like nobody could stop him. Thiago Silva puts in a challenge, nullifies it. And it's just, I'm running out of words to describe him. I'm running out of minutes to talk about him. It's just, what a player. I feel like I just want to buy a shirt, just to have his name on the back, just to give him a service, just to say to my kids 10, 15 years down the line, like, look, this guy was immense. I've got him on the back of my shirt. I could have had anyone, but I chose Thiago Silva. We kicked on from there. Raheem Sterling and Reece James on that right-hand side on the first half were dominant. Probably should have done better. Mason Mount was very unlucky. He got one of shots that was dead cert to go in. He got that blocked. and things really started to pick up there. We had a lot of joy down that right hand side with those two, and then in the second half we went on from there. It was the Reece James show. As I'm going to have to say, as immense as Thiago Silva was, Reece James is probably the man of the match. I feel like he's the man of every match we play. This man, he's one of our own. He's come up through the ranks. The performances he puts in, the strength, the composure, the ability, the crossing, the shots, it's all elite level. It's world-class level. And I just want people to be speaking about Reece James when they talk about the world's best. Yeah? When they start talking about the best players in the world at the moment in their position, you need to be mentioning Reece James every single time. This man is immense and he deserves all the recognition that comes to his way. What a player. Once again, is the focal point of everything good about Chelsea. Defensive composure, he's there. Going forward, creating chances, it's Reece James. All the time, everything goes through him, and he is becoming one of the most... He is the most important Chelsea player by a country mile at the moment, and that is saying something. Aubameyang, who drifted in and out of the game, probably drifted out of the game more, but that is what you get with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. You give him a half chance, he's going to take it. Raheem Sterling probably could have laid it on a plate for him a lot earlier in the game and he would have had his first goal then. But a bit of indecisiveness from Raheem Sterling, which is becoming a common theme, but Raheem Sterling does so much that it's very hard to outweigh the negatives with the positives. So Aubameyang, again, not in the game too much, gets his half chance as he did against Palace last weekend, scores. Great finish, does his trademark celebration, and all things are good with Chelsea's striking number 9 finally. And Reece James scores the third. You know when he's in that position, his first touch, he puts it into space. Look at the keeper. He goes as if he's going to hit a cross goal, and just by the time he shifts his weight to the other side, Reece James has already blasted it behind him on his left-hand side. And that is what he does time and time again. I feel like he might be one of the best finishers I've ever seen, like, in that position. You could just see him playing anywhere. I mean, I don't know how many more minutes I can speak about Reece James, but he's just killing it in every department. Chelsea finally pick up their first win in the Champions League group stage this season. I mean, that is crazy to even say out loud, but it's been the case. It's been very poor, but we get it against the big team. We get it against AC Milan, and we seem to always rise to the occasion against the big team. I've got no doubt when Chelsea play a team of stature and a team that a performance is needed, that we do grind out performances. It always seems to be the case, but it seems to be the other teams that we get complacent and we seem to overlook and get sloppy. But we've beaten AC Milan. We are a point off the top spot. We play them again next Wednesday, and it's a must-win again. We need to go in with the same mentality, and I'm really pleased with what Graham Potter has done so far. This result and the result on the weekend, things are looking up. We're looking a lot more comfortable. There's definitely something has settled, and I'm delighted, and I hope we can kick on from here. Guys, let me know if you enjoyed that performance as much as I did. Was it our strongest performance of the season? I'd have to say it's hard to argue against that, but let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video if you did like the video, and subscribe to see more of this content. Hit the notification bell to know when I'm uploading another video, and I'll see you in the next one. It's been a pleasure. Come on, Chelsea.